everyone, Luke Taylor here for another reaction. It's Luke Taylor Reacts Classic, and the classic song is the classic song that is The Ace of Spades by Motörhead. I just say The Ace of Spades and you can hear Lemmy's voice in your head. If you've heard the song, if you haven't, this is what the show is all about. So get your headphones on or your stereo, turn it up wherever you are. It's The Ace of Spades, and it's such a great song. I'm going to talk about kind of the amalgamation that it is after we listen to it. But let's listen to it now. That's what we must do, okay? Turn it up! Here we go. Turn it up! Oh, it's so good! I love this song. That riff. Come on. I'm not even going to say anything. Those are obviously card things. Yeah.
You know I'm going to lose, and gambling's for fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever.
That's so cool.
And don't forget the joker.
What a riff! You like it too, don't you?
Pushing up the ante, I know you got to see me. Read 'em and weep, the dead man's hand again.
Ace is an ace. Dead man's hand. Ace is an ace.
I see it in your eyes. Take one look and die. The only thing you see, you know it's gonna be the ace of spades, the ace of spades.
Yeah! Alright, let's talk. Now, it's a short song, what is it? 2.5 minutes, 2:40. So, the thing that I love about the Ace of Spades, it's just the energy. It's the time, it was 1980. It's a time when you had, you know, Led Zeppelin, but you had Eddie Van Halen. You had the kind of the beginnings of new wave and all kinds of stuff, like hip-hop's just around the corner. It's really this incredible time because the 70s are still going, but the 80s are, you know, coming. And this is really kind of like, to me, the early beginnings of thrash. You really don't have, like, High on Fire, Matt Pike, without Lemmy and without Motörhead, as well as some other ingredients too. But you really hear that. You hear how they're the fathers of so much of this aggressive hard rock. And the fact that Lemmy played the bass with a pick through a distorted amp, it gave it like it's like a lower guitar almost, and they're doing these kind of similar riffs, but that just kind of that off-kilter, wow, 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 wow. It's just so cool, and they kind of have the aesthetic, at least on the album art and in this video, kind of a Clint Eastwood, Sergio Leone spaghetti western. And the song is obviously about gambling, but it's like life or death gambling. And just if you look at maybe a song that was kind of like this, kind of up-tempo hard rock, and it's maybe about, I don't know, sex, drugs, rock and roll, it doesn't have the do or die edge that this has, which I think metal thrash metal especially really got, because it turned into political themes and themes of mutually assured destruction. And I feel that this kind of psychologically feeds that. It's like a life or death thing. And I like the life or death metal where it really feels important. It's not kind of like classic rock kind of had its, fat and bloated period, and they weren't really saying anything new anymore, anything that mattered to anybody. And then like this hard edge comes along, and this attitude comes along, but what they're saying is kind of important. And I feel that that is starting here. And so it's this really cool nexus of all these things historically and musically. I mean, you have like a really high up tempo punk beat, and you have that down picking distorted bass and that cool chromatic riff, and then you throw that blues rock solo in there. It's just a great amalgamation of all these ingredients. And if you haven't heard it, congratulations, now you have. And yeah, definitely a band to go check out. I think the first time I ever heard Motörhead was they did the intro for Triple H. They did the game, and of course I think he got to be really good friends with Lemmy. But this is an all-time classic. It's one of the greatest hard rock and metal riffs, I think. It's so simple. It's so effective. It's just punchy. There's a whole lot, I think, that goes into that. And I'm going to stop talking now because, you heard the song. Tell me your thoughts if you've never heard it before. Of course, if you have, there's probably a bunch of Motörhead fans out there. They're like, finally, yeah, people are listening to our band. But yeah, of course, great band. Godfathers and pioneers in many ways. So part of Luke Taylor Reacts Classic is I want to bring this stuff back up. And we can't forget all those that went before us, and we can't forget the awesome songs way back when, even 10, 20 years ago. It really doesn't matter when, we just can't forget all this amazing music. And so that's why I'm here bringing you the very best metal songs ever. So please subscribe and click the bell to stay notified. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for all of the amazing videos that I'm going to have on the channel this year, all my music and all the gear demos, all the other stuff, album reviews as well. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.